This is an African hedgehog that some people got, and they had no idea what they were doing. And she is extremely aggressive, which I really don't blame her. They gave her to me, and she was just not happy. They were keeping her in a Tupperware bin. So I left her alone for a while, and I got this huge cage for her. I put 3 Midwestern hedgehog cages together, and we are gonna introduce her to them for her first time. So this is the first time in her life that she has ever been in an area smaller than pretty much a shoebox. So I'm excited to watch her explore, and hopefully over time she'll be more trusting of people. But hedgehogs were illegal where I am for quite some time, and they just removed the ban on them in March, and a bunch of people got them, and they didn't know what they were doing. And they're very specialized creatures, and I've never had one before, but they're desert animals. They're nocturnal, which a lot of people don't like. They wake them up. You have to spend a lot of time with them as babies. They can be aggressive. They're solitary. They need a lot of space. And you can see this is the cage. I bought 3 of them. So here's one. And then he goes over. He can run over here. Another one. And a final one. And, oh, he's on his wheel. And I just set this up. This is like the bare bones. I hope to keep adding to it and just give him a good life. He just needs a lot of love right now. If anyone is interested in adopting him later, wow, he is very, very, very dehydrated. It's just a sad situation when people get animals and they just don't know what they're doing. And look how he went straight to the wheel because he just had no exercise. But I think he's pretty cool. Excuse me if I keep calling him. I don't know if you watched Sherlock, but on the internet it's a thing where John is kind of associated with the hedgehog, so I keep calling him John, and yeah, it's actually a girl though. And you can see she's a bit stressed. I don't think I'm bothering her too much, but the stress is she has all this pent-up energy from living in a shoebox and being mistreated because, like I said, they were made illegal here in March, and there was this huge rush. Everyone wanted one. It was like the fad pet. And then by April, everyone was like, whoa, this is way too much work. They smell bad. They're hard to take care of. They're insectivores. So that's a difficult diet and also adds to the smell. And the cleanup is a lot. But this is what I've managed to afford to be able to put together for him now, which each of these cages, there's 3 of them, were $60. Started off, I got 1, and I was looking at it, and I'm like, I just don't think this is enough for an animal that moves around so much. So then I got 2, and then I ended up leaving the store with 3 of them. But look at him go. It's all worth it now to see him this happy. Just exploring everything. Look at him. That's actually a dog toy that was donated for the dogs. You can see now he's being appreciated. I rotate the dog toys a lot, but now he's being appreciated by another animal. And he doesn't seem so much afraid of me as more of he is aggressive. And he's probably aggressive that way because he has been mistreated, so it's the only way that he knows how to act to feel safe. Oh, John. And look at those little quills. They're very interesting animals. But I was looking at cages, and they cover a lot of ground. And to me, the Midwest cage, I think, is the best thing that you could get for them. If you are thinking about getting a hedgehog, please do a lot of research, because I actually got several calls of people who wanted me to take their hedgehogs, and since they are solitary except for breeding purposes, they can actually kill each other. So there was only this one I could save, because otherwise, I mean, I literally don't really have room in the house to be able to take on more than one. This is a neat thing over here. It's a little make them feel safe and comfortable. And that's another dog toy someone donated. I just made the opening a little bigger for him to cozy up in. But we'll see how his progress is. This may want to chill out. I'm going to turn the camera off for about 5 minutes, and I'm going to leave the room and give him a chance to explore, and then we'll check back on him and we'll see what little John's doing. But he is very, very defensive. But again, I don't think he's scared. I just think he's had such a bad experience with humans that I really don't blame him for being aggressive. And if he's aggressive for the rest of his days, he's welcome to do his own thing. Oh, is he gonna use one of the ramps? Oh, there he goes. Oh, he might have spotted some of his food. Okay, now I'm back again the next night, and I set him outside the cage to kind of let him do his own thing. Seems much more animated. Okay, now I'm back the next night. He's looking a little more confident. I just picked him up a little blanket and I set him outside the pen. Where are you going? Where are you going, John? But John, you are just too adorable. This room is kind of a mess because I've been redecorating it. Put that out in case he gets a little scared and wants to seek refuge in it like he did the other night. The mysteries of the hedgehog. Where will he go? I wrangled him and put him back in his pen. Well, he's going. I'm going to explore a little bit more tonight. Let's try feeding John, and then we're gonna leave him alone again. You can tell me what you think about hedgehogs, whether you had one or what your experience has been. They do not seem like a good beginner's pet to me, just because of their just special requirements and their large habitat that they do require to be happy. From what I've seen, people keep them in way too small of a cage. Alright, John. We'll see you either later on tonight or tomorrow. And then I'll do a progress video in a couple weeks and we'll see how he's settled in. But I highly recommend this cage. This is 3 of them together. One would just be this room, and then I've got another one here, that's that room, and then this room. And my thinking were just to give him a lot of space to run that wasn't artificial through the wheel. All right, John. We'll check on you later.